Hey everybody, Anthony 4x4D. I just want to give you a quick bit of information about our engine replacement and engine rebuilding workshop and services. But before we do, just a quick reminder that it is the Sunday before a Melbourne Cup weekend. We call it a Melbourne Cup weekend, right? So, you know, because it's on a Tuesday, which makes it a long weekend. Then you just take Monday off as well. Most people call in sick. All right, so it's a long weekend, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So most people know we talk about our parts day Monday. Guess what? Closed Monday. So that pushes forward to Wednesday. Wednesday's after the Tuesday. Now that we've taken care of that, a little bit more information on our engine replacement, engine rebuilding part of the business. Now, this little area you got here you're looking at in the picture between the roller doors is reserved for, at this stage, some storage of new engines and some used engines that will possibly be rebuilt. Just had a couple of engines picked up by one of our VIP clients who's done a little bit of engine rebuilding in his time. And we're not talking about fully reconditioning these 1KDs because they're such an awesome engine, and they are, and they're so tough. And as you've seen in some recent videos, you know, 553,000 kilometers, yes, and running like new. So what that tells us is the engines are awesome quality, but, you know, the downside, if you've got chips, tunes, remaps, old flogged injectors, and all those other contributors we've already talked about in other videos. Hey, mate, what do you got something to say? Get out of here. Unwelcome swallows. See you later. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the engines last really well. They are solid, durable, awesome materials, but if you do end up with a cracked piston, most likely what can happen is you can just swap out some pistons. We've done this before. When I say swap out some pistons, literally, I'm talking swapping out pistons in a head gasket, okay? We've done it before. You can get away with it. It's not something that we promote or push. We think the brand new long motor, which is what you find in these boxes here, is awesome value for money. You can't beat it, really. But as they become harder to get, or maybe one day Toyota, Australia, wherever, are not going to supply them, we might be pushed toward rebuilding engines or reconditioning or replacing pistons. That's what I'm saying. That's what this area here, even where I'm standing, is reserved for. We've got quite a few square metres to do that if necessary. But at the moment, the only service we offer is engine replacement. One of our VIP clients, he's going to open up a couple of engines. He's going to have a look at things, and he might put a couple of pistons in them, and then there'll be some cheaper options for people. For if you're desperate and you haven't got sort of, you know, ballpark 15 grand, more or less, whatever, there's a few variables. You'd have to watch all the videos to know what I'm talking about. But there'll certainly be a cheaper option for someone that maybe can put an engine in themselves, that definitely can't afford a new engine but wants to get the vehicle back on the road. Absolute cheapest way possible. I'm not saying it'll be cheap because there's still pistons. They're not cheap. Pistons are about 350 bucks each, right? And of course, head gaskets and the labor to do the job, and of course, put it in yourself or pay labor to put it in, whatever. Bada bing, there's no guarantee because it isn't someone's old engine, but what we do is a bit of checks to see, make sure it hasn't got a blocked oil pickup, have a look in the engine, make sure it looks clean, it's had regular servicing. Perhaps sometimes we'll take a note of the kilometres, like for example, some of the engines in the background here, the older ones, they're all marked up with how many kilometres, whose car they were, what year they are, that sort of thing. Bada bing, so then we know the history. And then if you were after a cheap option, we could say, look, this one's done 200,000 Ks and it's got 4 new pistons in it. That's all it's going to be. At a later stage, when we really get desperate and we haven't got any new engines available and we haven't got any good engines that we can just put pistons in available, then this area here that we're talking about, once again, there could end up some machines here. We can do that if we need to, and therefore we will be able to rebuild, fully check, machine, replace components, whatever the case may be, and that'll be your best chance of getting a good rebuild, because it's still happening. Every week almost I hear of someone that's had a rebuild from somewhere. Doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter how good they talk on their videos and whatever, pat the pistons like a pet kitten, whatever. It doesn't make it any, you know, it still purrs the same, right? Whatever. And at the end of the day, you've got to have a new set of injectors. It's got to be done right. It's got to be stock standard. It's a 4-cylinder. They're already at maximum tune. So we'll keep this one short. I think that's about enough information for now. Subscribe, turn the bell on. There'll be another video. And a reminder again, we are closed for the long weekend. So if you want your injector kits, your BFE kits, your front wheel bearings, Wednesday morning, 7:30 a.m, text message. If you're really desperate, okay, how about this? You want to push in the queue? I'll do this for you, right? you can text me on Monday morning anyway. Must only be between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Monday morning. Melbourne time. Take into account, what is it called? Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, whatever, right? Whatever it is, right? You know, you work it out. Melbourne time at the moment, right? If you text between those hours and those hours only on Monday, I'll send you the order so that you can pay for it. The money will be in, it'll be ready to pack first thing Wednesday morning, and I'll pack those kits Wednesday morning. The only time Wednesday morning I'm going to respond to messages, here you go, 7:30 a.m. till 9 a.m. for anyone that wants parts, right? That way, the ones that get in those hours get second priority. First priority is Monday between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Whoever texts then, they will get packed first thing on Wednesday morning. Second priority is the 7:30 till 9s, and the ones after 9, well, good luck with that. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button. There'll be more information coming from here soon. Catch ya.